This is the Randi Rhodes Show on 960 KNEW and online at 960KNEW.com.
Attention Medicare and insurance beneficiaries. You may qualify for a power wheelchair from the Scooter Store. Just answer these questions. Do health issues limit your mobility? Have you fallen down in the past 12 months or ever? Do you have difficulty getting to the bathroom, up the stairs of the Washington Monument, to the top of Mount Everest, or in completing a marathon as fast as Paul Ryan?
Give me a break.
Do you see perfectly healthy people in power scooters and think, man, that looks sweet? If you answered yes to any of these questions, and even if you didn't, you may qualify for a power chair at no cost to you, except in the sense that you're a taxpayer and eventually we get you. Here's a happy Scooter Store customer now. How do you like your scooter?
Well, dude, this thing is totally gnarly. And not just because my name happens to be Scooter. Me and my bros have been doing pops and backflips on it. Check this out.
That's right. Next year, power scooters will be included in the X Games.
No way, dude.
And the best part is, little Scooter here is not a burden to his grandchildren. Let the experts at the Scooter Store see if you're breathing. If you qualify. Federal agents, open up. Oops, gotta run. Gotta scoot. Call now. Remember, call now. It's all free. Even the flame decals and the bass speakers. Boom, boom, Federal agents, open it up. We're breaking the door down. See you at the skate park. Yeah, back door, quick.
Yes, another investigation, another fraud apparently here. Right on your TV, there's fraud. Every day there's fraud. Just everybody in this country, well, I don't rely on the government, and they're all on Medicare. It's just so fascinating. And then, you see all these commercials, where you don't have to pay anything, and we'll send you this great apparatus. We'll send you, free oxygen to your door. We'll send you all kinds of medical equipment. We'll send you supplies. We'll send you a scooter. We'll send you everything, and you don't have to pay a thing. Well, why do people in this country still think there's a free lunch? Why do they? And if it's the individual person in, Mississippi doing it, they think, well, it's just me. No. So here you have the 150 federal and state agents raided the Scooter Store headquarters, of course, in Texas. The agents are still on site there. They were speaking to CBS News this morning, and they said the workers are not allowed back in to the building. This is the nation's largest power wheelchair company. They are under investigation because they apparently were shaking down doctors to write prescriptions to people for a free, Medicare would pay for their scooter. It's somebody late last year, you had some former employees start this, by being whistleblowers, and they sat and told CBS News that the company's main goal is not to help patients, but their main goal was to bulldoze doctors into writing prescriptions to boost profits. A former employee named Brian Setzer said, wasn't he in the Stray Cats? Bulldoze and get them to get the paperwork done so people can get those wheelchairs. Even if they don't need them, he said, yeah. The issue here is that once a doctor writes a prescription, Medicare rarely verifies whether the chairs are necessary, and the Inspector General of the Department of Health and Human Services released a report saying that industry-wide, 80% of Medicare payments for power chairs are made in error, and most of these things are going to people who don't need them or who lack proof that they need them. And Medicare has been billed just for this one item, for this one scooter thing, $108 million. So when you look at the reaction to this from a Democratic administration who says, listen, I want the Inspector General of the Department of Health and Human Services to go after fraud, waste, improper payments, all of a sudden turns into real money, and people just sit there and go, we have to cut Medicare, it's the rising cost, baby boomers are getting... No, it's the fraud, it's the waste. Our governor here in Florida, he was, he owned a company that was responsible for the largest Medicare fraud in the history of the United States. He's now our governor in the largest Medicare state there is. It's unbelievable.